Have you ever left a client call and had no idea who was doing what next? Welcome back to Career English Podcast. I'm James, and that's Alex. Today, 5 English words to close any meeting clearly and sound organized. By the end, you'll know how to give a strong summary in 30 seconds.
So, last week I had a video call with a client in Canada. We talked for 1 hour. We decided many things, and then everyone just said goodbye. Later, I forgot what we decided, and I didn't know who had to do the work. It was a mess.
That happens a lot. The problem is the call ended with no summary. A summary is a short list of the main points at the end. So before people leave, one person says what we decided and what comes next. That small habit saves you so much stress.
Okay, but here's my question. On my call, we had 5 action items, and I thought the client was the owner of all of them. Turns out he thought I was the owner. Nobody wrote it down, so we both waited, and nothing happened for a week.
That's exactly why a summary matters. In your summary, you say each task, then the owner, then the deadline. So you might say, Action item 1 is the logo, Alex is the owner, and the deadline is Friday. Now nobody is confused.
That sounds clean, but isn't that too controlling? Some clients might feel I'm bossing them around when I list all the deadlines like that. I don't want to sound rude on a first call with a new client.
Good pushback, but it's the opposite. Clients love it because it shows you are organized. When you give a clear summary, they trust you more. So it actually helps you win the next project, not lose it. Let's look at each word now. First word, decided. We use decided to talk about a final choice. Not maybe, not later, but a real answer. So you say, we decided to use blue, or we decided the price. When you say, we decided, the talking is finished and the plan is fixed.
So decided is stronger than talked about. On my calls, I always say we discussed, but nothing feels finished. If I say we decided the color is blue, then the client knows it's closed. But what if the client says we decided the wrong thing later?
Then you open it again in the next meeting and you decided something new. That's normal. Next word, summary. A summary is a short list of the main points. Not the whole 1 hour, just the important parts. You give a summary at the end so everyone remembers what we decided.
I like that a summary is short. On Upwork, my clients are busy, and they don't want a long message. So, a small summary with the main points is perfect for a chat box after the call.
Right. Next words go together. Action items. Action items are the tasks people must do after the meeting. So your summary has a list of action items. One action item might be, write the email. Another action item might be, send the file. They are the real jobs, not just ideas.
Wait, let me push back a little. Is an action item the same as a goal? Because to me, a goal feels big, like grow the business, but an action item feels small and clear.
Nice thinking, and you're right. A goal is big and far away. Action items are small, clear steps you do this week. Each action item has one owner. The owner is the person responsible for that one task. So you never say the team will do it. You name the owner.
Ah, so owner is not the boss or the company owner. In a meeting, the owner is just the person who does that one job. On my Canada call, I should have said clearly, I'm the owner of the logo, so nobody waits.
Perfect. And every action item with an owner also needs a deadline. A deadline is the last day or time to finish. So the design has a deadline of Monday. The report has a deadline of Wednesday. A deadline tells the owner when the task is due.
Quick beginner question. Can I say the deadline is on next Monday with the word on? I always mix up on and for with time words, and my clients probably notice.
Small fix, and thank you for asking. We don't say on next Monday. We just say the deadline is next Monday or the deadline is Monday. Drop the on. So the deadline is Friday. Clean and simple, and your client understands right away.
Got it. No on before next Monday. Let me try the full pattern now. Try saying this one with me. I'll say it once, and you can say it after me in your own voice. The action item is the design, I'm the owner, and the deadline is Friday.
That was a strong sentence, and here is why it works. You said the task, then the owner, then the deadline, all in one line. Your client hears exactly who does what and when. That one pattern is the heart of every good meeting summary, so practice it until it feels easy.
Okay, let me try a fresh scene. Imagine I finish a call with a marketing team in Germany. Time zones are hard, so I want everything clear before I sleep. I open my chat and I start typing my summary.
Good. Walk me through your summary. What did you decide and what are the action items? Say it the way you would type it to that German client, and I'll listen for the owner and the deadline in each line.
Okay, here is a quick summary of what we decided today. We decided to launch the ad on the 1st of May. Action item 1. Write the ad text. I'm the owner. Deadline is next Tuesday. Action item 2. Approve the budget. You are the owner. Deadline is Thursday.
That is exactly right, and it sounds professional, not rude. You gave a summary, you said we decided, you listed action items, and each one had an owner and a deadline. That German client will read it in 10 seconds and know their job. That builds trust fast.
And it protects me too. If the client misses their deadline, my message already shows they were the owner of that task. So, it's not a fight. It's just the summary we both agreed on. I really wish I had done this on the Canada call.
Exactly why we teach it. Let me put all 5 together in one client story. You finish a call, you give a summary, you say what you decided, you list the action items, you name the owner of each one, and you set a deadline. 5 words, 1 clear ending, every time.
Let me lock it in with my own 2 sentences. Here's the summary of what we decided on our call. The first action item is the report. You are the owner, and the deadline is Friday morning.
Beautiful. That's the whole skill in 2 sentences. You close the loop so nobody is confused later. When your summary names the owner and the deadline for every action item, your clients feel safe. And safe clients come back and pay you again in US dollars.
That's the real win for freelancers. A clear ending is not extra work. It's how you look reliable to a client you have never met in person, in a different time zone. I'm going to write a summary after every single call now.
Do that, and subscribe if you want more English for your freelance career. Next episode, we'll learn how to follow up when a client misses that deadline without sounding angry. So bring your questions. Try to end your next meeting with a short summary, name each owner, and set 1 clear deadline for the top action item.
This one really changed how I think about calls. A meeting isn't finished when people stop talking. It's finished when everyone knows what we decided and who does what. That small summary habit makes you look like a pro.
So true, and it's easy to start today. Write your summary, list the action items, name the owner, and set the deadline. Try this in your next email. Come back next episode and tell us how it went.